Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what I did in debris this week. So I've been spending the last few days shipping another game for work, but I've also been kind of experimenting with different art style. Now this I just did today. The art itself is kind of a concept art look, but then I pixelated it a little bit. And then I tried this lighting technique on it, which looks really crappy here because it's all bumpy and fugly, and that's not really supposed to be what it looks like in the end, at least anyways. Like it'll be smoother. This is just kind of chunky as hell. But I'm kind of toying with, like, do I do a concept art look or do I do a pixelated art look, right? This pixel art's kind of played out in the indie scene, but there's a reason for that, and it's because it's easier to make. And then I borrowed this really cool effect from Anton Kudin, so I think that's how you say his name. It allows you to do a little normal map. Like, it looks really good on this little dome, this glass dome thing here. This just looks shitty though. But yeah, anyways, so that's a new look I'm experimenting with, and this is kind of the ship shape I'm kind of thinking about, where you'd have these engines, and then you'd have like kind of a radiation shield here, and then you'd have, I don't know, cargo bay here, some hallways, and like hatches here and here, and then hallways that would lead to, like, I don't know, the mess here where people would live or have, you know, other living stuff here, and then right here would be like the cockpit. Maybe there's a hallway over to something else here, and then another hallway back. And there'd be, of course, gun turrets and other things right here, because as you fly your ship, you'd have to defend it from baddies. Now, one of the other things I've kind of gone back to the drawing board on is kind of the design for the whole game, in many regards. If you notice from the previous videos, you were like flying around, you know, rotating like willy-nilly. And that was really cool, you know. It was kind of like Escape Velocity or a lot of space games out there, Spaz. But for me, with trying to do interiors, it was just getting a little bit too cumbersome, and trying to make the AI work the way I wanted to was getting just too complicated and messy, and I wanted to simplify things and clean up things, constrain it a bit so that I could make, you know, these development updates happen quicker and easier, so I get the game out and make the game good and spend more time iterating on the game rather than just trying to make it work in the first place. So I've decided to constrain the movement. So it would be kind of like this, in the sense that you could go forward and back, you know, left and right. But instead of actually the ship moving, the stars and everything else would move around it. And this thing would kind of be static in the center of your screen, and you're running around in it. It's following you, of course. You know, it's following you, like you're going down this hallway, and it's following you like that. And you, I don't know, go into that hallway, and then you're going down the ship, and you know, the camera's following you, but the ship itself is static. Now, will you still be able to rotate? Probably. But I'm thinking it's more like you plot your course, the ship orients, and then you're kind of blasting towards your location. Now, the good thing about that is it allows you to kind of not have to worry about controlling it all the time. So if you need to leave the cockpit and run down and get on a gun and start firing at the enemy, you can do that, not worried that your ship's gonna collide with anything or go off in a direction you don't want it to. It's more controlled that way. And then, so let's say you're sitting here and then you see a ship start coming in from like the right or the left, and it's firing at you and you're firing at it. You know, eventually it's going to disable your ship, and then it's going to saddle up next to you, dock here or there, and then their crews just start coming in to your ship and trying to take over or get to your cargo and take stuff out. And that's kind of where the gameplay's gonna happen. So, yeah. Anyways, think that's where I'm at today. I've been doing crunch time at work, so I haven't really had too much progress, but yeah, this has been 2 big things, so I'm feeling good about it, about where the direction is going design-wise, and just experimenting now with some art. Looking forward to this weekend when I should get some more work in. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna speed up into oblivion. See how fast I can go. Oh, it's going so fast. Yeah, anyways, alright, thanks for watching. Ciao.